What is culture? Is it the name of the layers covering the body, or is it the presence of modesty in a man's gaze? When a minister's statement calls a woman's attire an evil to society, what message does a soldier's wife, herself a professor, convey through her ripped jeans? The story of the unique thoughts of an independent woman in independent India, ripped jeans. Presented with a unique perspective, written by Rajesh Chandrani Madanlal Jain and voiced by Google AI model. Ripped jeans. As soon as it struck midnight, Nikhil's, my husband, smiling face lit up on the mobile screen along with the ringtone. Due to his military duties, Nikhil had been away on a tour for the last 4 days. He was supposed to return today, but since his work remained incomplete, he couldn't. As soon as I received the video call,
Sweetest Ayushi, happy birthday.
Nikhil was seen saying this. Cutting through his excitement, I replied sadly, I am 38 now. How am I still sweet? And what's the point of a birthday now? Further I said, you aren't even here with me today.
Nikhil said, you might be 38, but you still look as charming as a 22-year-old. As for being together, I am trying to come home as soon as possible.
My sadness grew, meaning, you are not coming today either?
Nikhil said, don't catch my words like that. By trying, I mean it's 95% certain I'll be there.
I realized Nikhil was lying just to ease my sadness. Still, I didn't show any resentment, thinking that the greater the responsibility, the busier the official husband would be. Outwardly I said, all right, you go to sleep now, you'll have a lot of work in the morning before returning. When he said, bye, with a flying kiss, I said, bye, too, then said laughing. You've turned 40, yet your antics are still like a 24-year-old's. Then we both disconnected the call laughing. I then went into the bedroom of my sleeping 12-year-old twin daughters, adjusted them, and lay down on the bed with them. Trying to sleep, various thoughts were crossing my mind. Our families, already known to each other, had married us off a bit early seeing allow. Then Nikhil was 24 and I was 22. Nikhil had already joined the army service. I accepted the academic responsibility as a professor in the university only after marriage, once my PhD was completed. Then my daughters were born. Nikhil, due to his constant military drills, really looks as young as 24 even today. But for me, I have to give a lot of time to the gym and badminton to stay like a 22-year-old. Now I feel that I have only a few years left in my efforts to keep looking 22. In 2 or 3 years, walks, sports will remain necessary only for my fitness. After that, these will become mandatory measures to stay away from diseases. Then my desire to stay like 22 will no longer be fulfillable. Thinking all this, sleep took over my distressed mind. Since morning, calls with congratulatory messages from family and friends started coming. Amidst those, after getting the kids ready for school, I got busy getting myself ready for the university. Afterward, I sat in the car. Before starting the car, I thought of asking Nikhil when he was coming. In a sad voice over the voice call, Nikhil said,
Sorry Ayushi, because the flight was full, I have to return by train. Therefore, I won't be able to reach today, but tomorrow morning.
I said in a low, blunt tone, okay. Then I left for the university. There were more classes throughout the day. I didn't get any thought of home in that. When I returned, it was 4 o'clock. The kids were smiling mischievously at me. I had some suspicion, but I didn't pay much attention. I went to the washroom, took a shower, and came out wearing comfortable casuals. Then both daughters were as if waiting only for me. They almost dragged me into their bedroom. There was no longer any need to strain my brain to understand. Surprisingly, Nikhil was sitting there with a cake decorated on the center table. Just as he saw me, he played the song, Baar Baar Din Ye Aaye, on the stereo. Along with cutting the cake, all 4 of us showed our respective dancing skills. Then, I presented the gifts brought by Nikhil to the servants on the occasion of my birthday. The children chose the option of staying home and studying for their exams. On Nikhil's insistence, I had to get ready for a dinner outside. While getting ready, the desire to look 22 took over me. Then I wore the ripped jeans that Nikhil had bought for me. When Nikhil saw me wearing them, he smiled mysteriously. I asked while pretending to cover the ripped part, is it only for such mischief that you bought me these ripped jeans?
Nikhil was laughing. He said, it's been 16 years of our marriage, yet you haven't understood, my sweetie, that this is called love, not mischief.
Then we both burst out laughing together. Hearing this, both children came into our bedroom. They looked at the jeans I was wearing for the first time with admiration. With the aim of flattering me, they said, "Wow, so beautiful Ayushi Didi, looking gorgeous." I kissed the cheeks of both naughty ones. Then Nikhil and I left. After a short walk, Nikhil brought me to my favorite hotel. At the entrance, we encountered a camera person and a reporter. Seeing me, both of them rushed towards me. The young female reporter asked me,
"Mom, if you don't mind, we want our channel viewer to hear your thoughts live."
I looked at Nikhil, and he was again smiling mysteriously. He was giving consent to talk to the reporter with a signal of his eyes. Then I asked, looking towards the reporter, "About what?"
The reporter said, "About the ripped jeans you are wearing."
I asked, "Is this some wonder that I alone wear it?"
The reporter said, "No ma'am, but today our minister, Deepak Ratan, said that this is not our culture."
I recalled that I didn't get a chance to talk with colleagues today. Nikhil had probably already read about the statement. Perhaps that's why he kept smiling at the timing. I asked in reverse, "What is our culture? Is that what you want to know from me?"
The reporter said, "Yes ma'am, exactly that."
I said, "I think that blaming only girls and women in everything is not culture. Culture is that whatever women do or wear, they should be respected while understanding the psychology behind it."
The reporter asked, "Have you shown your opposition to the minister's statement by wearing ripped jeans today?"
I said, "I don't know what the minister said. I have worn these jeans out of my pleasant illusion of looking 22 at the age of 38. On this, the reporter asked,
The minister says, "This brings sensuality in the eyes of boys and men."
I asked while posing many counter questions together. Is this not the wrong culture of men? Why have they forgotten our culture? Why don't they look at an unknown girl or woman like their mother, sister, and daughter? Why do they consider it appropriate to load several layers of veil on a woman's body instead of keeping a veil on their own eyes? For such a problem of those men, why should a woman alone bear the burden of one-sided modesty? And until when should she do so?
The reporter said, "In your opinion, should women not be cooperative in social modesty?"
I replied, "They definitely should be. But why don't you ask the same question to any man? Why don't you ask the minister?" I had voted for Deepak Ratan. Did he appeal that only those women who wear saris and burqas should vote for him?
The reporter said, "This point will reach Deepak Ratan through our channel."
I said, this should also reach him that his responsibility is also to provide a system to keep men within limits. Not just to give advice to women and remind them of culture. I was saying this when another beautiful girl in ripped jeans was seen coming. The reporter found my words spicy for TRP. She asked again,
"Does your meaning imply that it is appropriate for girls to wear shorts and body-revealing attire?"
I replied, my opinion is not that important. The problem is that men whose gazes are ill inspired by extreme sensuality, even in fully covered clothes, they keep staring at the woman's physique. In such a case, the woman in our society is unsafe because of male high-handedness and immodest intent. The reporter asked,
"Do you have any daughter? Will you make her wear ripped jeans?"
I said, I have 2 twin daughters. When their understanding is fully developed, they will wear whatever they consider appropriate. At that time, we will have no objection to their clothes. It's possible that by then, some other controversial attire might come up. The reporter asked the next question.
"Through our channel, would you like to give any message to the young women of our country?"
I said, yes, our daughters and sisters should not wear any attire by imitating someone. Rather, they should wear whatever clothes make them feel convenient and joyful. Also, before voting, candidates should be asked their thoughts on women's attire. We should expect a fear-free system for women. The reporter said,
"Ma'am, thank you very much. Would you like to introduce yourself?"
I said, yes, certainly. Then I took Nikhil's hand in mine, rested my head on his shoulder and said, my introduction is, with the support of my husband, I am an independent wife of independent India. Thank you for listening to this story. On behalf of our Rajapush Patriya Community Magazine, Happy International Women's Day to all women. Written by Rajesh Chandrani Madanlal Jain, voice, Google AI model. Do read this special edition. Goodbye.